What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Vigilante, and listen, man, I was not expecting for my video about Jamaica to go viral. For those who don't know what I'm talking about this video right here. Africa, why didn't you help Jamaica? So, in that video, I was expressing my disappointment in the fact that Africa has 54 countries and that our brothers and sisters in both Haiti and Jamaica are the honorable mentions, and that those are African people in both of those places that from the transatlantic slave trade were taken to those places. And man, over 300 comments, which I'm gonna read some and I'm gonna address some of them that I want to address for you guys. But the first thing that I wanted to say is thank you for everybody that heard exactly what I was trying to say and allowed me to get the information out. As you can see, I have on a Sierra Leone shirt currently. So my love for the continent is undeniable. Love you guys. And even though I live in America, I will be relocating to Africa. And what I want to do is I want to create a space where we address each other as brothers and sisters, no matter what part of the diaspora we're in. My message was all positive. My message was for us to move forward gracefully. Okay? So now that I got that out the way, we can get to addressing some of these comments. The very first one that I want to address is somebody saying Africa has its own problems. Now, a lot of us have siblings, brothers and sisters. If you needed $5 and you called your brother or your sister and they told you, I got my own problems, and hung the phone up on you, how would you feel about them? This is the part where people start saying, oh, well, that's blood, and well, if they ain't got the money, they ain't got the money. I'm not the type of person that just makes excuses for people. I'm not even saying that that person that you asked the $5 for should give you the $5 just because you asked, but they can't stay on the phone and have that conversation with you. Hey man, listen, I can't do 5, but I got 1 for you. All right, when I'm gonna get my $1 back? Okay, next week? Okay, bet. Notice how he didn't get the full 5 in that scenario I just painted, and that person is being paid back, and that blessing is being paid forward. At the end of the day, you gotta have people's back. And me personally, I feel that Africa should always have our melanated diaspora's back at all times. Not to fuel other economies in other countries, but the people, the melanated people. I would say a good 70 to 80% of melanated people in America belong to descendants of the slave trade. You can have your own opinion about whether they're indigenous. That is your opinion. That's not how I feel, but you can feel that way. Shout out to you. Shout out all the Native Americans, the authentic ones. Shout out to y'all. At the end of the day, I love Jamaica. I love what you guys have brought to the culture, but you guys also have to understand that you are of African descent, even if you're indigenous to Jamaica, and same with Haitians, and same with everybody else that is in the African diaspora worldwide. So my call was a call of coming together. When they got word that this hurricane was about to come, they could have said, hey, just like in Ghana in 2019 when they did the year of return, they could have done, especially Sierra Leone, since they're doing dual citizenship, a year of return for Jamaica. We could have turned this ugly situation into a beautiful thing. Imagine if you're Jamaican and you get word, and let's say that it's January, right? And you get word that in March, a big hurricane is about to hit the city. You're probably going to be panicking. Oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? But let's say that I'm chilling in Africa and I go to the government building and I say, hey, this is about to go on in Jamaica. Oh, okay, word. What you want to do? X, Y, and Z, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. We can go over the particulars behind the scenes. Okay, bet. And then I send word to those people in Jamaica to say, hey, we're offering this, and this. So you can come here. You can purchase land. If you just want to come for refuge and then you want to go back home, whatever you want to do so that we can make this situation less stressful and less strenuous for you. We can do that for each other. But we are so used in our demographic to kicking each other while we're down and just watching each other suffer. And those comments that I was reading is a main example of that. Main example of that. And prime example of that. oh, Africa already got its own problems. That is dismissive to your brothers and sisters, and I don't stand next to anybody that stands with that type of communication. That's not me. I'm Africa all day, and I'm African diaspora all day. And if you don't like that, then you're not my brother, you're not my sister, you're my distant third cousin twice removed. That's what you are. So that's the first thing I'm gonna say. That's just addressing that comment right there. The next one is the Ghana sends aid. Okay, cool. I don't have any proof that that's true, and I'm not saying it is or isn't. Shout out to Ghana if y'all did send aid to Jamaica. Shout out to y'all. But what I do want to say is refuge and aid is two different things. If you send money to a situation, but you don't necessarily be hands-on with the situation on the country, it would have been more impactful if Ghanaians had flown to Jamaica to then personally distribute and help rebuild, or offered Jamaicans refuge in Ghana until the rebuilding started in Jamaica, or permanently in Ghana to do a second year of return. I hope I'm not just making sense to myself. That's what I hope. I hope I'm not just making sense to myself. To me, that's more powerful. Shout out and salute if y'all did send the money, but to me, it'd be more powerful if you was boots on the ground with it and you offered refuge and you flew over there to help. Let's address the next comment. The next one is, Jamaica, man, we are strong people. We will figure this thing out. We don't need nobody else's help. Let's not be prideful. If you my brother and my sister, I got your back. We don't have to be prideful. We don't have to be in positions where we're talking about this or that, or I don't need you, you don't need me, I don't need your help, my hand not out. It don't matter. If I see you suffering and you my brother and my sister, I got you. I know that I said in my last video, I put quotation marks when I said they know Jamaica as one of the most poorest countries. They, from Eurocentric standards. You guys have a lot of pride and you love where you're from, and I love that for you. But if you really loved where you were from, you would love Africa because that's where you're from. Shout out to all my Jamaicans. Let's address this next one. The next one that I seen was people saying that, when does Africa ever help anybody? Okay, I'm not sure if Africa has ever helped anybody before in the past. That's not for me to say. I don't know. All I'm saying is that if it's never happened, this would have been a beautiful first time. So are you going to be negative and say, when did this ever happen? When did that ever happen? Or are you going to be positive and say, even though this may have never happened before, it's happening now? Which one are you going to do? All I'm saying is we have a golden opportunity right now. We definitely had a window, and the window is almost closing. But we can still do the right thing, and we can still help people. So this is my part 2 of Africa. Why didn't you help Jamaica? Jamaica has people who farm that could have helped with our agriculture. They have people who build infrastructure and streets that could have helped with our infrastructure. They have people there. They have lawyers, they have doctors, they have nurses, they have firefighters, they have police officers. They have people that could have helped us with our economy, and we could have did the same for them in return, and we could have blended them. We could have made Jamaica a 55th country of Africa if both of the governments got together, because we could have the power to do that. It's us. I don't know what y'all not getting. Maybe this is just me. But as you can see, I love us. And I want to see us come together. It's your boy Vigilante, man.